Hi boys and girls, today we are going to do some practice painting for our Keith Haring project. So we have a worksheet in front of us and we're going to practice painting over the lines that are on here. So I have my worksheet, I put my name on it, I have a palette with some black paint, a paper towel, and some water in case I need to clean my brush out. We're going to do something called tip painting where we use the very tip of the brush. So I have a couple of different shaped brushes here, one that's pointed and then one that's a flat ended brush. And when we paint, you will notice that I keep the paint only on the tip of the brush. It doesn't get up on the metal. It only stays on the bristles. So I'm going to start out with the pointed one. Your brush should be damp so you can get it wet, and then wipe it on the paper towel. And then I'm going to load the paintbrush with paint, and I'm going to only put it on the very tip. I'm going to hold my paintbrush like a pencil, and I'm going to carefully press down on my line, trying to keep it the same thickness as that line is drawn on the paper. And you notice I had to reload my paintbrush when it ran out. Now just to show you, if I press harder with my paintbrush, it makes a thicker line. And if I barely press at all with my paintbrush, I can make a very thin line. And you'll notice still I only have paint on the tip of my brush. So I'm going to practice painting over the lines on my practice painting sheet. I pull the brush towards me as I go along. So if I jump down here to this one, this is a curved line. So there's a couple ways you could do this. You could start at the top and pull your brush towards you. I might even need to rotate the paper so that I can continue to pull the brush towards me. And I come back and I can smooth it out if I made a rough line. Okay. And I would rotate the paper again so that I don't put my hand in the wet paint, but that I can see where I'm going, and I'm pulling the brush towards me. Even here I could switch and pull the brush this way. If you happen to get paint on your hand, like I did here, okay, I would want to go wipe this off at the sink so that I wouldn't get any more on my paper, or make sure I keep my hand above the paper as I continue to paint. Areas that are shaded in like this, I would like you to fill those in. So to do that, I would outline the shape first, pulling the brush towards me to go all the way neatly around, pressing gently, trying to keep my lines consistent. So the goals for this practice are thinking about your pressure and making your lines a consistent thickness. And then I could fill it in. I don't want globs of paint left on the paper, so I make sure I wipe those and spread them around. Okay. And I'm going to continue to work on painting all of the lines on this practice paper.